Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving into the world of altcoins. Everything besides Bitcoin.
Definitely a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got some really cool research here about how to actually pick altcoins that have, good long-term potential.
Yeah, it can feel like a bit of a Wild West out there.
It really can be. So this is going to be great.
For sure.
The first thing that our source really emphasizes is understanding the why behind an altcoin. Anyone can just go and make a token, but
Right.
what problem does it actually solve? What's its purpose?
Yeah, you need a reason for it to exist beyond speculation.
Exactly.
You take Ethereum, for instance.
Yeah.
Beyond just the price fluctuations. Its real power is in its ability to execute smart contracts.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Imagine a world where agreements automatically execute when certain conditions are met.
Right.
No middlemen, no delays.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of potential that Ethereum unlocked.
Yeah, so it's not just about, making a quick buck.
Right.
It's about the underlying technology and the impact that it could have on the real world.
Exactly.
What about,
Yeah.
something a little closer to home,
Sure.
like Binance Coin,
Oh, yeah. BNB.
BNB, yeah.
It's deeply integrated into the Binance exchange itself.
Okay.
It plays a crucial role in transactions, reducing trading fees. It has utility
Yeah.
beyond just being a tradable asset.
So these are the things we need to be thinking about.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got the why,
Yeah.
the purpose, the problem it solves.
Right.
What about the team behind the coin?
Oh, yeah. That's critical.
This is another big thing that our source mentions.
Yeah.
You're investing in any company, right?
Exactly.
You want to look at the team.
You want a team with a proven track record, a clear vision, and a community that's passionate and engaged.
That's huge.
Look for transparency,
Okay.
open communication, and a shared commitment to the project's goals.
Yeah, you mentioned transparency, and it makes me think about all the
Yeah.
technical jargon around altcoins.
Right.
Our source dives into that too. All the nuts and bolts of blockchain structure
Oh, yeah.
and security measures and scalability, and
For sure.
this can be kind of intimidating, I think, for people starting out.
It can seem complex, for sure,
Yeah.
but understanding the basics is really crucial.
What kind of things are we talking about here?
Well, for example, when we say blockchain structure, it's not like a one-size-fits-all thing.
Oh, interesting.
Right. You've got proof of work, like Bitcoin uses, which can be very energy intensive.
Okay.
And then you've got proof of stake, which Ethereum is using now,
Right.
generally considered much more efficient.
Gotcha.
These are the sorts of things that you want to start to wrap your head around.
Okay, so let's say I've kind of grasped the basics now.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, our source mentions investor support and market cap, which those might sound a little more familiar from traditional investing.
Yeah, a little bit more.
If reputable investors are backing a project, it can be a strong signal,
Okay.
a vote of confidence.
Hmm.
And market cap gives you a sense of the project's overall value.
Does a high market cap mean the price is already high?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
A larger market cap generally means more stability,
Yeah.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that the growth potential's gone.
Right.
It's essential to look at the project's future roadmap,
Hmm.
its adoption rate and its potential for innovation.
Okay.
Just because a coin is already big doesn't mean it can't get bigger.
So we've got the purpose, the team, the tech,
Mm-hmm.
the market factors. Is there anything else?
Well, we haven't touched on liquidity yet.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Imagine you find this amazing altcoin,
Yeah.
but you can't easily buy or sell it without wild price swings.
Right.
You want an altcoin that you can enter and exit smoothly,
Makes sense.
especially in a market as dynamic as crypto.
Oh, sure. Now, the charts and technical analysis stuff, I have to admit, that's a little bit of a head scratcher for me.
Sure.
But I know that some people rely on that really heavily.
It's a powerful tool, but it's not a crystal ball.
Right.
It's about understanding historical price movements, trading volume, all sorts of different indicators to potentially identify trends.
So it's not about predicting the future.
Right.
It's more about understanding the past
Yeah,
to make better decisions.
exactly.
Okay.
And it's a skill that takes time and practice.
Right.
Don't feel overwhelmed if it seems daunting at first.
Sure.
There's tons of resources out there to help you learn.
Mm-hmm.
The important thing is that you recognize that this can be a valuable
Right.
part of your toolkit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground already.
we have.
From the purpose of the coin to the team,
Mhm.
to the technology and the market factors.
It's a lot to think about.
It really is a lot to think about.
But before we jump into the next layer, let's just take a moment to kind of digest this, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, one thing that stood out to me from the research is that even if an altcoin isn't like the dominant player,
Yeah.
the biggest one in its space,
Right.
it can still be a really good investment.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how a small business
Yeah.
can do really well, even if there's these giant competitors out there.
Exactly. It's all about finding those altcoins with a unique edge.
Hmm.
A competitive advantage that really sets them apart.
Okay.
Maybe it's some groundbreaking tech or a really passionate community
Yeah.
or a really strong development team.
Right.
The point is to look beyond just market dominance and
Right.
really zero in on potential.
So we've analyzed this project.
Right.
From all these angles. We've looked at the purpose, the team, the tech, the market.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I found a few altcoins that look really good to me.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step?
Well, now we kind of shift gears from research into actually investing.
Okay.
And our source has some solid advice on that front,
All right.
starting with diversification.
Right. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
But how does that apply specifically to altcoins?
Imagine you put all your crypto into one promising altcoin,
Yeah.
and then something happens.
Oh.
Some regulatory change, a security breach, or even just like a shift in market sentiment.
Right.
That's a lot of risk.
Yeah. Took a lot riding on that one.
Concentrated in one single asset.
So if we diversify, we're spreading that risk out
Exactly.
and protecting ourselves a little bit.
You're creating a balanced portfolio
Yeah.
that can weather the ups and downs of the crypto market.
Right, because there's a lot of those ups and downs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And our source actually says going beyond spreading your bets,
Mm-hmm.
it's about understanding the different sectors
Yes.
within crypto.
Like different industries.
Yeah, like if you were going to diversify stocks,
Exactly.
you'd want to have tech and healthcare and
Uh-huh.
energy and all that.
Absolutely.
It's not just about mitigating risk, but
Right.
you're opening yourself up to more opportunities.
Yeah. Different growth opportunities.
So alongside diversification,
Yeah.
our source really emphasizes risk management,
Oh, huge.
especially in crypto,
Mm-hmm.
which can be very volatile.
For sure. It's crucial in a market like this.
So how do we actually manage risk in a market like this?
It starts with setting limits.
Okay.
Like how much are you actually willing to lose
Right.
on any given investment?
That's a good point.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement
Right.
and the potential gains.
Oh, for sure.
But you got to be prepared for potential losses too.
So it's about having a strategy
Absolutely.
before you even jump in.
Before you even make the trade.
Determine my risk tolerance.
Exactly.
Set stop-loss orders so it automatically sells
Mm-hmm.
if it hits a certain point,
You got it.
and take profits when I hit my goals.
Exactly. Those are all key components.
This is all great advice for any investor.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just crypto, but speaking of crypto,
Yeah.
it has this reputation of attracting people that want to get rich quick.
Right. Right.
And our source specifically warns against the FOMO trap,
Ah, yes. The fear of missing out.
which is very real.
It's that urgency, that pressure to get in before it's too late.
Right.
Before the price goes to the moon.
I've definitely felt that before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm seeing this coin pumping.
Right.
I got to get in right now.
Yeah. Even if you haven't really done your research.
Even if I haven't done my research.
It's a common trap.
Right.
But our source offers a good antidote.
Okay, what's that?
Independent research
yeah.
and due diligence.
So, like, really taking the time.
Yeah, don't let your emotions or the hype or the fear
Right.
drive your decision.
Taking a deep breath.
Exactly.
Stepping back.
Yep.
And really doing my homework.
Informed choices based on solid research.
So that research shouldn't just be surface level.
No, definitely not.
What kind of advice do they offer for actually diving in?
First and foremost, read the white paper.
Okay.
I know it sounds boring.
Yeah.
But it's the foundation of any crypto project.
Okay.
It outlines the goals, the tech, the team. It's all there.
So think of it as like a blueprint.
Yeah, think of it like a blueprint for the future.
Okay. Makes sense.
Next, look into the social media presence
Okay.
and community engagement.
How could do that?
What are people saying about the project? Is there like a vibrant community
Right.
on Twitter or Reddit or Telegram? The
Yeah.
level of engagement.
It's like reading online reviews
Exactly.
before you buy something.
But for an altcoin.
Okay. Got it.
And finally, don't underestimate the power of community forums
Okay.
and discussions. These platforms can be really valuable for gathering insights,
What kind of insights?
learning from more experienced investors,
Mm-hmm.
even spotting red flags that you might have missed.
So tapping into the collective wisdom
Yeah,
of the community.
absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and remember, no single source of information is perfect.
Right.
The key is to really gather information from a lot of different sources.
Okay.
Critically evaluate it
Got it.
and form your own conclusions.
Wow, we've covered so much,
Yeah.
from understanding the why behind a coin to evaluating the team, the tech, the market factors,
Yeah.
and now even practical research tips.
For sure.
It's been a lot.
It's been a journey.
It really has.
And we're not done yet.
Oh, there's more.
There's one more really crucial aspect to explore
Okay.
that our source really emphasizes.
Okay, hit me.
A long-term perspective.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now that's something I want to hear more about.
All right, let's get into it.
It's easy to get caught up in,
Yeah.
the price going up and down every day.
Sure.
But is that really the key
Right.
to success in crypto? Is that really the key to success in crypto?
Well, this is where our source really challenges conventional thinking.
Go.
They say that a long-term perspective is essential,
Okay.
especially with altcoins.
So it's not just about chasing pumps and dumps.
Not at all. Remember, we talked about the why.
Right.
The problem it solves, the tech it's built on, that's the foundation for long-term growth.
So it's like investing in a startup.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not expecting to get rich overnight.
Right.
You're betting on that long-term vision.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the same principle applies to altcoins.
So how do we know which is which?
Right. Some projects are meant for rapid growth, but others are playing the long game.
Right.
So how do you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Our source says, look beyond the price charts
Okay.
and dig into the project's roadmap.
What are their plans for the future?
Exactly. What milestones are they trying to hit?
Okay.
Is there a clear vision for the next 5 years, 10 years?
So understanding where it's going, not just where it is.
Precisely. And remember, patience is key. The crypto market is volatile in the short term.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
But those who believe in the project long term,
Right.
they're often rewarded.
So you might see that price drop and get a little scared.
Right. But if you believe in the fundamentals,
Right.
you're more likely to stick with it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So as we kind of wrap up here, I want to go back to something you said earlier
Yeah, what's that?
about the human element,
Oh, yeah.
like the team, the community.
The investors, yeah, and the psychology of it all.
Right. Our source emphasizes that too.
It's crucial.
So it's not just about the numbers.
Right. It's about the people.
It's about the people behind it
Driving the project, supporting it.
and our own emotions too.
Yes, and our own biases as investors.
Right. We talked about FOMO.
Right. But there's also the fear of losing out. The tendency to hold on or chase hype without doing your research.
That's like all those behavioral finance things you read about.
Exactly.
Okay.
The key is to be aware of these things.
Right.
And approach investing with a clear head.
Make rational decisions.
Based on research
Yeah.
and a long-term perspective.
So much to consider.
It is a lot.
But it's been really valuable.
Good. I'm glad.
We've learned so much, from the fundamentals of researching altcoins to this long-term perspective,
right.
all the human factors involved.
It's been a good deep dive.
It really has.
But this is just the beginning
Yeah.
of your altcoin journey.
There's always more to learn.
Always more to explore.
Absolutely. And as you're exploring, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, let us know.
What resonated with you the most?
What insights are you taking away?
You can connect with us on social media.
Share your thoughts.
Until next time, happy investing
May your altcoin journey be full of informed decisions.
and exciting discoveries.
We'll see you next time.